I'm always getting questions related to like, how do you stay motivated? How do you handle YouTube life and like just balancing a busy schedule? Also, I'm using a mic and I literally have had this mic for years and I just don't use it for some reason. Right now I'm in university. I am balancing second year, and then I'm also making YouTube videos and doing some tutoring on the side. My first tip for staying motivated in school is, first of all, you gotta be wearing clothes that you're genuinely confident in. Now, this may not be that important for like everyone. For me personally, I do find that wearing something you like really does make you more confident, and it's not even about confidence, but it also makes you more motivated to like do schoolwork and just go to school. Literally, even buying new clothes sometimes can do that effect as well. Like in high school, I just felt like I didn't try as much, and that's why I wasn't as motivated to like go to school or be excited about going to school. That leads me on to another tip, is getting little coffees or drinks, or just treating yourself sometimes. Getting a coffee or getting like a little drink, it could be anything. Like that also is really motivating. Personally for me, I love studying with a coffee. Finding a snack or something that you really enjoy and bringing that to school, it really does get you motivated to sit down in the library or wherever that may be. And speaking on the topic of a library, that also brings me to my next point, is literally find a study spot that is yours. I'm not even joking, literally claim that study spot and start studying there. I get the whole idea of like changing your study environment time to time to stay motivated, and yeah, that does help, but sometimes also just having a set place or like a familiar area and just studying there and locking in, it's just helped me so much. At your school, the school library, wherever it may be, even like a coffee shop or something, just like having some place that you go pretty often to like study for midterms or exams. Even with YouTube stuff, like editing YouTube videos or even like looking at analytics and stuff, sometimes in my free time at school I will like look at that stuff or write emails, and I find that so convenient. Now sometimes I do study in my room, and that's why I need it to be clean. Have a clean room, or just clean it weekly or monthly, whatever you want to do. Literally just clean it and see how much of a difference that makes with how motivated you feel. And specifically when I mean like clean your room, clean your desk area specifically, and change up the decorations. And I know that sounds so stupid. It's helped me so much with just like staying consistent and wanting to study at home. Now for this next tip, I know this probably doesn't always work with everyone's schedule, but it's waking up early. I honestly understand if you can't do that, because like I know some people work late or they have late classes and don't get enough sleep, but I've noticed that waking up early really gets you to like be motivated and get stuff done, because you have more time in your day. A lot of the times I actually wake up early and just go to school, even when I have a class at like 3, and I've seen the greatest difference with that. I've been able to actually study in the library, wherever it may be. Sometimes I also just wake up early and I go with a few friends to like the school gym, and that also helps with my little busy schedule. And then I come home and I literally just take a shower. I kind of just de-stress for a while, and then I'll go back to studying. Squeeze in an hour or two. If you're able to get something done, might as well just do it, because I have noticed something, that a lot of people, when they do come back, they do end up in a doom scrolling type of circle, and it just keeps going. And that for sure is me. Sometimes I do end up scrolling on Instagram or TikTok for too long. It's very hard to break that loop, and I actually use a app called Flora. Now this is not sponsored by Flora, but I wish it was. What it does is you can just have a timer on for you to not go on your phone for the next few hours. As you're doing that, you're actually growing a little plant, which I find really cute, because you build like your own garden. But if you do end up going on your phone, your plant does die. Also, since I'm on the topic of apps, I do want to mention some apps I do use for like school and YouTube and just in general. This is actually something that a lot of you have been asking about, which is my Notion. I honestly love Notion so much. I split it into YouTube, and then I have life, and then I have school. In my YouTube folders, I literally just have video plan ideas. I have payments and like sponsorships I need to film, so it really does keep me on track with all of that stuff. On my school one, I have like teachers' office hours, any other important information, and then in life, I literally just have my goals. I set some goals for 2025. I feel like if you are a student, Notion would help you so much, so I totally recommend the app. As for like due dates or tasks or events that I need to like go to or whatever, I actually put that into Google Calendar, which I've been using for I think ever since high school started. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about midterms and exams and how I typically go about that. I do have a video where I talk about like study tips and like just what I do to study. So if you do want to check that video out, I will link it down below. But I think if you want to stay motivated, get different colored whiteboard markers and literally get a huge whiteboard. This was probably the best decision I have ever made in my life. You can actually see the whiteboard back over there. It's also right beside my desk as well, so it's so convenient, and I'm able to like just write down any thoughts I have, kind of brainstorm. Since I'm a bio major, a lot of my classes are based on memorization, so I think it's so helpful to have a whiteboard and kind of just lay everything out, and you could kind of refer to it a lot. I think in a lot of my vlogs you can also see that I'm using my whiteboard a lot during midterms and exams. Something else I also did to stay motivated throughout the school year and just stay productive was getting different or new stationery throughout the year. Now, this is kind of helpful. I don't know if it will help everyone. I think personally it tricks my mind into thinking it's the new school year, which I know that's really weird, but it's like a fresh start. You're kind of bound to getting a little more burnt out and less motivated throughout the year, so you have to kind of get these little tools or find different ways that work out for you. There's no right or wrong answer to being motivated or staying productive, or what productivity looks like, or what motivation looks like. I feel like how you view motivation and productivity isn't probably the same way I view it or someone else views it, so it kind of comes down to how you feel and about your schedule. If you want to change something about your schedule, change it, whether that be waking up early, going to the gym more often. You're just gonna have to find that discipline and find that time. Now, I don't know how many of you are students watching this, or maybe you're watching this because you're struggling to have work-life balance. Whatever the case may be, you have to kind of find ways to kind of enjoy it, which I know school is not always likable. It's kind of hard to like school, but I feel like having a proper social life and just trying it and trying to find the good in it. For my personal experience, like first year for me in university wasn't always the best because it was a new atmosphere. I honestly didn't have too many friends at the time either, so I didn't really enjoy my first year, but this year I am actually enjoying it. I actually enjoy going to school. I feel motivated to go to school. Being motivated and being productive and getting stuff done is just literally a mind game. It's up to you how you decide how your day goes. So honestly, the big takeaway from this video is honestly everything's just a mind game, guys, and your mentality towards stuff. So it really does depend on that more than what you do. I hope you guys enjoy this little video. I will see you guys next week. Make sure you subscribe, like, and do all of that. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and join the fam. Anyways, bye guys.